And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. Welcome back, everybody. Another slight delay. Back. Not so many drivers as we have Ali, but we're here regardless, and well, still getting. Well, I don't know. We're supposed to be getting Yeast in here, but honestly, he's not there, so what can I do? Really? So, yeah, what happened, Doom? Yeah, my internet died. It was not my PC this time, which is great. So that is yet to happen. But I am currently not hosting the lobby neither, so if I crashed, I'm gonna be honest, I'm like pretty tired. I'd probably just call it a day if my PC crashes on me now as well. Well, dude, why do I even... Brain is a little bit fried. But yes, last race of the season. For both Challenger and Lead. 11 drivers on the grid. Fabian is doing the honors of subbing in for Aston. The old love. And apart from that, I think, honestly, wait. How are we missing like two who have checked in? I feel like we were 11 check-ins and both Switcheroo and Fabian were not among them, so theoretically there should be 2 more people. Just, I don't know, don't exist anymore, so. But yeah, time to go for the first hot lap here. Nier saying he isn't gonna race, so was one of the 2 that decided not to go in the end. Yeah, it's just gonna be a low calm one here. Not too much energy left. Crashes and such are always like a little bit stressful, especially when we were like, I don't know, wasn't aware that this race was so long, honestly. We were already on 10 past 8 when Shelly was done, and usually I think we're done to like 10 to 5 minutes earlier. So yeah. Now almost 10 minutes late to quali. Gonna be about an hour 15 till this race is through. This is of course for the championship between Jimsky and Seagull as well, with the added handicap that Jimsky's wheel broke earlier this week, and he is now instead playing on controller, which is unfortunate, I think, because he do be a wheel player generally. My PC is still screaming, but we're gonna ignore that for now, I guess. Seagull is 11 points behind, so anywhere higher than 3rd, I think. And Jimsky wins it because he has 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, and Seagull has 1, 2, 3. Well, he would have his 4th today. Okay, this is probably messed up. So they would be on even wins then it would be highest average position. Not sure if Seagull started the first race, but he has 0 points there, so I assume he either didn't start or didn't finish. Apart from that, I mean, that might drag him down, honestly. Like, if he DNF there, this might bring down the average by a sizable amount. Jimsky only has 1 P4 so far and 1 P7. What is 6 points again? Well, it's like P7 or so. Yeah, Switcheroo is also driving again. Fabian is driving again. And Seagull and Janeman, yeah, I was about to say, presumably are running on Intes. Just realized Solar ain't here with you. I'm honestly not sure. I'm in the VC. Might be here and has just not said anything. The continuous silence implies that this isn't the case. But it's okay. We're just continuing as usual. It's also still a battle between Red Bull and Ferrari. There it is the other way around though. Red Bull 20 points clear of Ferrari right now, so yeah, Jimsky can secure his own championship and could help Ferrari to get the team championship. Want me to go ask him for you? I am honestly, I am completely ambivalent. I don't know if that's an English word. I don't really care. I don't mind finishing this alone as well. So yeah, don't need to bother him. It's 11 cars anyways. There's not gonna be too much action, so we're just gonna have a chill one otherwise. Fabian is going for his second run here. Going also pretty deep into that happen. Embrace death like me, I guess. Yeah, for real, for real. How did you embrace death today, Herbie? Give us a swing of your life. I assume work was working a lot. Yeah, I don't know, like, I've worked as a waiter before. I think it's not quite what you do, like you do like more restaurant management type beat, but I don't know, service just ain't it for me, honestly. Currently a puddle on your bed, oh man. I wish I could just change my state of matter. Whenever. This would honestly be such a cool ability. I mean, yeah, understandable. I will be a puddle in the shower probably later on. I was out with a friend last night, watched anime all night, and yeah, I don't know, like if you stay up somewhere else and like it's uncomfortable, it's like not your bed, and then you come home and you just, I don't know, you smell or takeout food, wet and all this stuff. Disgusting. And waiting for the shower all day. Always mattered to me, my G. Yeah, same, bro. So, let's see. Little bro doing here. What can he cook? Huge improvement contrary to his Interlap. A big surprise. If I remember correctly, Kota was one of his better circuits, so he might be cooking up another win today. Could be good for Jimsky at least. I mean, Jimsky Seagull is the championship fight here. Seagull needs to outscore Jimsky by 11 points. He can do if he wins and Jimsky gets 4th or worse. Or if he wins and gets fastest lap and Jimsky gets 3rd or no, then they would be tied, right? Yeah. So yeah, it's really 4th. Me and Solar have tickets for the new Haikyuu movie. Oh, okay, that's cool. I've not seen Haikyuu personally, but well, okay. My friends showed me like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like, yeah, okay, they're playing volleyball. Like, what's the hold up? Was not quite for me. But I mean, a lot of anime are just like you need to watch, and then it gets good at some point. Personally, like a friend is a huge fan of JoJo's, and wanted to show his girlfriend, and so he was like, a few years ago, he was like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this. We wanna watch this with us again." Because I've seen parts 1 to 3, and like, yeah, we wanted to watch the 4th together, and was like, oh, okay, yeah, we might as well like watch the first few. So yeah, yesterday I've watched the first half of part 3, 24 episodes, 12 hours. It was certainly an experience. Yeah. Usually I'm not that big on benching, well, any series, I guess. Whether it's like normal or anime. But yeah, yesterday I got convinced. Cherry coming through P5. Yeah, so far. Wait, has Seagull cooked already? I think. No, he's cooking right now. Oh god, a very long day. Yeah. And I only arrived at like 9 or so, so like we started at 9, watched until like 3 or 4, and then got up at 9 or 8 or whatever, like pretty early on, and just watched until 12, until I drove home. Not even sure if I was entirely sober by that point. But hey, we arrive. It's okay. But yeah, really happy that we got this 3-race thing out of the way in the end. Honestly, like, it was just a shitty situation. Wait, Seagull is on Intus again. What the hell? Probably given Jimsky an advantage because Jimsky has to drive controller. Oh. What is going on? Anyone fast right now? Michiru is. Yeah. Was a really unfortunate situation last week. And now at least we have found a solution that the majority of the drivers was happy with, I guess. So yeah. And Martin got a win, so huge W in my books. You know, today has been a good day for my copium, really. We got Leclerc win, we got Martin win. It couldn't really be better at all. Now, like, everybody dies and Fabian wins this. Perfect. Yeah, but a more realistic copium would be Jannemann copium, I guess. It could be cool. I mean, for Seagull it would not be cool if Hussein Jannemann just make this out with each other. Who's gonna come out on top here? Because Seagull needs the points. God. But yeah, in this P10, Seagull certainly won't be able to do that much. He's gonna have one attempt. He invalidates his qualifying's Jova. And we have so much content to watch right now. Truly, nobody is even going out right. Oh, actually, Ferrari coming to our rescue. The Jimsky of Fanta. It is... Okay. So yeah. Last hot lap for everybody, really. But also for Jimsky. It'll be his last attempt. He's gonna be the first one to set one. I mean, I guess he's come out early enough that he could abandon his lap, recharge ERS, and then have another one in doubt. So it's definitely going a little bit safer here. Eagle has retired. Okay. So he is gonna start from far back. That is going to be very interesting. Because I don't think like he will have a problem catching Jimsky on controller. Probably gonna be alright. But I doubt that he's catching up with Yaneman and Hussein without a well-timed safety car. It's gonna be very tough for him from so far back. Curious to see whether Mofa's even gonna set a time. I'm not even sure if he tried to before, or if he just sat in the pits the entire time. Gotta get out at some point now, otherwise you're not gonna make it. Yaneman coming out here. Not sure if Hussein is gonna take another try. Yep, he's also coming out right now. And here we go, Jimsky final attempt. First one to be on the hot lap. Has said and agreed himself with the fact that Sector 1 around here is hell. Honestly, he takes this better playing on controller like once than I have in my entire life of playing F1 with controller. Oh my god, there's someone. Okay. Oh, it's the toe. Oh, I was like, someone is driving on the racing line. Such an idiot, man. What are they doing? But Fanta really just, yeah, given Jimsky this, so that Jimsky can be quicker on the straight. Just hope he doesn't bottle it, yeah. Purple Sector 2, as usual. As literally every hot lap ever. It's only a 10th up though, this was not the greatest exit to what he can do through here. Had to lift off an extra time there to not run wide. Not ideal as well, missed the apex here slightly too. And ultimately it's not an improvement for Jimsky, so even though Seagull is only qualifying on Intis, the advantage that Jimsky has is not huge. As Niels is gonna get a tow as well, but I don't think by anyone who's actually supposed to give him a tow. This might be Fabian? Not entirely sure. Lost it a little bit on the exit there, but apparently did not lose too much time. 0.15 of an improvement. It's not really putting him in striking distance with Yaneman. He needs another 1.5 tenths at least to get close to P2, and then Hussein far out of reach, but hey, who knows, maybe he did not have the best last sector this previous lap. Let's see. Good turn-in, good speed, and it is P2 for now, provisionally. Yaneman is up 2 tenths as well. This could be huge for him. This delta is exactly 1/1000 ahead, but honestly, yeah, I don't know. On these turns, I never know if people run wide and miss the apex or if it's just their line. Because you can take so many different lines. Might have been suboptimal by Yaneman there. He's taken this one very tight. Good one on this, no further lift after the initial one. And coming through here, is this an improvement? It is, but not enough for P1. And Hussein here coming through would have improved regardless. I see that correctly? Yeah, 32 flat. Very nicely done by him. Jimsky, yeah, okay, he is not going to improve on this one. He's ever so slightly behind. Gonna cross the line, and that is... So, 8th for Jimsky. Well, if he outscores Seagull in any margin, he's fine. He just has to worry about, well, let's say Hussein Yaneman get P1 and P2. Seagull gets P3. Jimsky needs P1, 2, 4, 6, 7, or P7 for Jimsky. I think that's realistic, right? With 1 or 2 people DNFing potentially. We may see. We may see. It's gonna be an interesting one regard. Yeah, of eyes, of course, on Jimsky Seagull. Not the first showdown between the two on the very last race we've had here, neither. I think Jimsky won his... Well, I'm not sure if it was his first or his second championships. Here, after being crashed out multiple times and being reported himself multiple times as well, and evading a disqualification by, I think, a singular warning. He was on 2 penalty points and 2 warnings in the end. Oh, yeah, it was a very... It was really a nail-biter, like, real 2012 battle recovery shit. Like, it was crazy. Was it 2012? It was probably 2012. Not too sure. Regardless, formation lap. Formating. And yeah, then we will enjoy ourselves some nice 28 laps. Saying Yanamana meals. I mean, soft tires on a lot of cars, I'm about to say, but it's really just... Why does everything change? What? Change, but the map... Like, why do I have to open the HUD every... Okay, I mean, slightly annoying, really. Something I would say. EA, why are you doing this? Maybe BI, hey, why can I still not turn on red flags by the end of the life cycle on the game where this was the main change feature? Because they're bugged. So yeah. Hussein on softs, the only one on softs, really banking on an early safety car. Janeman and Meals on medium, and the first hard. Everybody else but Seagull and Mofa. Also on the mediums. Seagull Mofa on hards. Really interesting. Really. Fabian returns to us. Good luck. Yeah, it's not a good omen usually to see Fabian in green car. I mean, admittedly, he did well in Ferrari earlier today, getting ninth place, so points on his return. And honestly, with the rate that Mofa has been finishing and the amount of people driving here, a points finish might well be on the cards here for Fabian. Not exactly sure what the strats are gonna be, but seeing how Kurabold and Martin could drive the softs for 13 laps, I think soft mediums is a thing, if not soft hard, definitely. I would assume the medium and hard runners are gonna both go medium hard. I feel like soft might be stretching it a little bit. Say I love louder on live stream. Yeah, this is all you're gonna get. I'm sorry. This is a conflicting statement to IRL commitments. Yeah, we do miss you, Louder. That I can say. That I have no problem with. Okay. Where is the lights, man? Okay, cool. We're not seeing when the lights are going out at all. What a camera perspective. As Hussein is charging up the hill though, and Yanaman stays in P2. Twitcheroo looking like he's going to the inside there. I think Jimsky gained a position or two, and Seagull is also already past 2 people, I think. Fabian has lost a lot of ground in Cherry as well. Apart from that, I think... Oh no, Fanta has lost a lot of ground as well. Hard tire is really disadvantageous on the start. As, yeah, Switcheroo apparently does not exist right now. He is in limbo. Yeah. Anyways, Fabian and Mofa. Oh, shit. Having a little bit of a battle themselves. a little bit further back. I assume there was contact. I think they are far behind for lap 1 if there wasn't anything happening. Oh, and they have come together. Yeah, okay. Great. So, Seagull has made it up to P7 already. Fanta is being, yeah, handed down the order. Ooh, Jerry. Niffer. But, no contact there on Seagull. Seagull is already approaching in Jimsky's rear mirrors. DRS, of course, only active from lap 3 onwards, so there's gonna be a little bit of time until we get that extra threat on the straights. Interesting thing is that switcheroo still doesn't really exist in the right place. No, but interesting thing is that Hussein is not really getting away. He has used more ERS than Yaneman, but still is only half a second clear. Definitely not what he would have wanted. Seagull is not really getting close to Jimsky mega fast, at least. I guess that's a tire disadvantage. Jimsky is still decent enough on pace that he is quicker with the better tire. Watching the peak battle between Fabian and Mofa is so funny. I mean, you can see them side by side here. What's gonna happen now? Are they gonna crash again? Oh, they are not. Switchback is coming through though. Fabian here on the exit. Oh, is he gonna switch that back again? Oh, he is. Oh. Oh, and narrowly staying on track. He has the inside for now. Honestly, yeah, it's good racing. Well, what can I say? Completely irrelevant to the plot, I guess, of the championship battle. But it's good racing. Very nice to see. I mean, they had that crash already, right? So now they can just have clean racing. I have a stream up. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Of course, you can watch Fabian POV. I think he posted it in Formula Sun's Discord. If you are not on that, get on that, I guess. Yeah. Appears to be the only one who is live, I think, of the drivers with Jimsky. Well, Seagull isn't. Oh, and Mofa is dead. He is fucking dead. So yeah, that's that with the Fabian and Mofa battle. Now back to the real battles, I guess. Further up here. I mean, Seagull is not really getting that much closer to Jimsky. I'm not sure how the difference between the tires is supposed to play out. How much worse the hard is than the mediums. But yeah, I'm curious for a yeah, all-out soft stint maybe from Seagull in the end when everybody else is on hard. Very hard, fun. Mofa hit him turn 1, Fabian hit him at the end of sector 2. Okay, fair. So, DRS train activated, at least all the way down until Marslian. Jimsky, yeah, a little bit of a gap there. Seagull, as soon as he gets in that 1 second window, I think is going to be quite a threat to the Ferrari, given that he does not have DRS. Cherry and Fanta behind, though. They are just being chilling behind Seagull. Oh. On an unrelated note, has anyone ever tried the Cactus Red Bull? That shit tastes proper weird, honestly. It's not that bad, but proper weird. That should be my energy refill. And there is Yaneman. Just at the edge of the screen, taking the lead from Hussein. That's honestly not a great sign for Hussein. he has picked his tires so that he has the advantage early on. Yet, yes. Being overtaken already in lap 4. Wonder if he can just retaliate on the start-finish straight. With DRS here in turn 1. Looks like he should on 3 laps. Reckless Red Bull is best. Honestly, yeah, like, I had it a year ago or so, and I thought it was amazing, and now I got it just now, and it was just kind of tasting weird. But maybe it, like, laid too long in a hot car or something. Even put ice in it to get it cold again, but it was still just like, wait. Watermelon second. Watermelon I don't think I've had. The summer edition from this year, I think like Juneberry was like very weird as well, but I like the pink one, which was spring maybe. Was quite nice. I feel like generally a lot of the like special editions of Red Bull, like the colored ones, are just generally cool. I think they have like a tropical fruit or something that was... Juneberry is rubbish. Yeah, agree. It's not great. Pink one is good, but not the best. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I had the winter one, dude. Whoa. Like pear and cinnamon? Hell no. That one was disgusting. That was so disgusting. That was actually vile. The rest... Yeah. You prefer AlphaTauri. Yeah, drinking the fashion. No, but like I thought... I like pear and... You prefer Monster, to be honest. To be honest... Dude... Usually I drink the Lidl energy drink, which is Kong Strong. It's like a 29 cent per can or so, and it's probably like, I don't know, man. I might just have poisoning from the amount of stuff that I drank. But my girlfriend also drinks Monster all the time, and I have grown... I hated Monster because it was way too sweet for me. But like the white one is decent, and I think like even I had the Lewis Hamilton one yesterday actually, which I have no idea how Lewis Hamilton tastes, but it was alright. Pipeline Punch, is that the blue one with the red with the orange M? That one I like as well. This and the pink one is also okay. I don't know, man. Monsters are just like, some of them are mega nice and some of them are just, bro, like biting into a lemon, but instead of sour, it's just sugar. Pink, but a brighter pink. Oh god, dude, I have no idea. It has like the rough can as well, like the white Monster has, like 0 sugar. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, the Hamilton one I had, I think was the one. Not sure what the... I only ever saw the purple one. And smooth on Hamilton. Yeah, okay. I was referring to the one, but anyways, dude, I don't know. Crazy what, like, in this day and age, what we can talk about, right? Like, not only do we have like chemical cocktail that does a wake thing that tastes like nothing else, and would probably, if you would feed it like to a Renaissance child, it would just explode their brain probably. But we have like 100 variations of a chemical cocktail. It's kind of crazy. And DM, yeah, I'm not gonna tab out. Actually, I could tab out here. There's no chance that I crashed the lobby because of that, but I'm not gonna tab out right now. Might look later if we agree. Ah well, yeah, apart from that, I guess if we want to go back to unrelated F1 matters, any Monaco GP enjoyers? Any watches? Your opinion? Magnussen permaban? 2 penalty points? Fell asleep during it. honestly, yeah. I don't know. Like, people are saying, oh, this is a strategical masterpiece. It's great. Like, when they said to Leclerc, oh yeah, can you slow down because Norris has a free pit stop? And like, yeah, bro, literally, you look if there is a singular gap above 20 seconds, and if so, you go 20 seconds behind race pace or quali pace, and if not, you only go 10 seconds behind quali pace. Like, it's such a sleeper. You go so slow that the tire deck is so low that you can drive the entire race on the medium compound. Like, bruh, don't even get me started. K-Mac with no pen for that is a joke. Yeah, I feel like it is mega stupid by K-Mac to stick a wheel there. But at the point where he has like his wheel next to Perez, Perez has to know that he can't just go to the right and like close the door without him dying. Like, it's just stupid by both of them. I don't get why K-Mac is going side by side there, because he's never gonna overtake Perez. Let's be real. He's on the outside for the next turn. It's just dumb. And then I don't get why Perez does not just go to the left side where he has a lot of space and let K-Mac run around the outside on the next turn and have no chance of overtaking him. Yeah, the gap was always going to close. I guess it's Monaco, like, you don't have space to go through that much. Like, the uphill is like a straight if you run it alone. But technically, I guess you could take it side by side and like take the tiny wiggles that this thing has. Right? Like, technically he's not alongside, so he doesn't need to. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, like saying you don't have to put your hands up if you're getting robbed and the robber says so. It's probably smarter to do it anyways, because, yeah. You're either at a disadvantage or you just die immediately. Like, I'd rather take the, okay, yeah, I'm not driving you into the wall approach. It's, I don't know, it's just dumb by both of them, I feel. Which is ultimately, I think, why they said it's a racing incident, because I think, like, yeah, they're just both stupid. Like, what is Perez even doing fighting with two Haases? Perhaps I chose that, yeah. Oh my god, speaking of choosing death. Hunter is surprisingly alive for presumably having been in a wall. His car looks absolutely flawless. So there is no visual damage. Might have been lucky for him. Either way, he is out of contention for any major positions. Dude, we have talked so much. I have missed Seagull getting past Jimsky. But Seagull is already past Marcian as well, and now it's on. He has 3.9 seconds to make up to Switcheroo. And then he will have caught the top group. New Martin. Yeah, maybe. Martin has outlived his wall curse. He has driven, I think... Well, if you don't count Ninja as a wall, he has driven 3 wall-free races now. It's like the Flash. The Flash in How I Met Your Mother. First podium of season 15 for Martin. Yeah, okay, I was about to say. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, honestly. I thought he would have had way more. Usually performing reasonably well. So. Top. Still looking exact same. Eneman Hussein yields Switcheroo. Oh, there is a pit for Fanta. I mean, I guess he sees he can just get fastest lap. As Mofa is nowhere to be seen near anyone. Except, well, the people about to lap him. Could honestly be great for... Janeman? What is Mofa doing? Okay. He got going again. Not sure where he hit the wall there. Can't lie. You have to go mega deep to lose your front wing there. Unless he lost it beforehand. But yeah, with a bit of luck, Janeman can get DRS here, and this could potentially give him an advantage that is enough to pull away from Hussein. I think he's too far away though. Yeah, he's too far away. Got shafted both races. Yeah, that is highly unfortunate. I guess unavoidable to an extent. I did not see the... Actually, I'm very curious about the turn 1 incident. I didn't see at all who caused it, and like... I feel like the two people who dropped down hard because of it was like Glenn and... Was it one of the Ferraris? Oh no, it was Genier, right? Like, they were so far apart on the start. Wasn't they like 6th and 9? And so yeah, really curious how that happened. Seagull is pretty much staying on pace with whatever is ahead, which is, I think, a W in his book, because he's only like 5 seconds ahead from the leader, away from the leader. And he's gonna have the tar advantage. It really does look like Hussein's softs are slowly but steadily going down. Glenn caused a few issues. I'm sure there will be some report. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can pretty much guarantee it, I guess, if you're involved. Yeah. I mean, overall, we still had like 2 or 3 big collisions in the rerun. I mean, it's twice the Challenger action today, right? Twice the reports, I guess. Shh. Yeah. Jannemann briefly was like 1.5 seconds away, but Emils has gotten past Hussein and has closed the gap immediately again. Seems like Hussein is really on the end of his tires. I wonder if he's going in right now already. I think so, right? Yeah. He's yeah, bleeding pace here. I wonder, is it mediums from here on out, or is it actually hards? I think that's yellow tires. Yep, he is going medium. No, I was lied to by my eyes. It is white. So he goes for hards, which makes it, I think, reasonably fair to assume that Seagull is gonna go hard soft. I wonder if that's his plan. He's still about 6 seconds behind Jannemann here. Yeah. So, that should be easily catchable. If Jannemann, etc. don't go for softs as well, right? So, yeah. Seagull can just stay there, and everybody else is going to be on hards. He's gonna have a fun time. And what can Jimsky do? I think Jimsky would be... Well, Hussein is gonna go back past him, so he would be net P7. If we are saying that for a win, 7 would not... My PC is making noises like a siren. It's kind of crazy. Just like the fans go into overdrive and then they relax for a second, and then he probably is like, oh, wait, I'm still hot. Has a certain rhythm to it. Wonder why that is. Was there like, is there any issues that have started with you guys like playing F1 recently? Because it never had that before. What is going on here? Is that a... Okay. Switcheroo with the teleport tech. Pit exit animation just did not properly play, I guess. So, Hussein has done nothing really change his position, right? This is pretty much exactly the same. He is just on 1 lap older hards now. But he's still just behind Jannemann, just ahead of Emil. So this is honestly a W in Hussein's book, I think. The soft gamble didn't really pay out. And he did not lose much because of it. So, yeah. From now on, I think he's just driving his race again. Also really curious, how little time do you lose in this pit lane? This must be only like 15 seconds or so, because They're already only like 13 seconds behind Seagull. And Seagull was... Yeah, okay, never mind. Seagull was like 6 seconds behind the leaders, so I guess it's about 19 seconds. That's fair enough. The longest pit lane, and you gain a little bit on the entrance. Jimsky and Marslian into the pits. Seagull, of course, continuing. Barry usually would be coming in here as well. Yes. Playing it safe on the entry as well. No 5-second penalties for anyone. And they're all going for the heart. So this is going to be a huge advantage for Seagull in the end if he chose to take on the softs. And even with the mediums, I guess he can probably cook a little bit. So we've seen with Hussein that 2-lap hold. So 11 laps is like probably the maximum you could do. Ah, corner cut penalty, pain. Not good, especially given that nobody around him has one, and there's like 3 cars within 3 seconds, so he would lose so much if this were to stay that way. But yeah, so like 11 laps was 1 lap too much, I think, so lap 18 is probably when we can expect Seagull to come in if he goes for the softs. Let's see. Jane just got re-overtaken by Jannemann. Jannemann has been picking up one or the other time penalty in his races as well. Has cost him a win or 2. So maybe this is not quite over yet for Hussein in the direct battle. And Seagull is pitting already. Okay, he's going for mediums actually. I wonder if the difference of these like 3 extra laps is enough to outweigh the benefits of the softs later on. He just stayed out for 2 more laps. Very interesting. So Seagull is now... That's a good bunch behind. He is a second ahead of Marslian, which is huge, because it gives Marslian less of a chance to follow if he is immediately out of DRS. And he is now about 10 seconds behind Jannemann in the lead. So, P2 would be enough for Seagull, I think. Yeah, P2 would be enough for Seagull if Jimsky stayed P7. Jimsky goes P6. Seagull needs fastest lap to draw with Jimsky. So yeah, it's really just win this for Seagull. There is not really another option. He's gained about 0.7 on Marslian already. And also on Switcheroo. So this is going to be a tough 13 laps. He needs to gain about half a second every lap. Plus overtakes. Might not be too easy. Because the hearts are not that bad yet. They're all pretty new still. I'm not sure how big the difference between mediums and hards actually is. But I guess like the advantage for him now is that he can really push. Whereas on softs he would have to worry about serving his tires at least. Yeah, a decent margin. Fabian is currently still running on 14 lap old mediums as well. I wonder if he just wants to go for fast lap softs in the very end. He's just gonna drive home a singular point for the Astons most likely. Not sure how much that matters in the broad picture of things, but I guess Hussein won't complain about the teammate having his back a little bit. Oh, Fabian pitting. Another medium stint maybe? I'm not sure what Fabian started on. It was hard or mediums. Started mediums, this is gonna be hards, yeah. Okay. Well. Top here, still close together, top 3. Emil's holding the line here, staying in position to potentially support his teammate at some point. Seagull is gaining, honestly. We said like he needs half a second per lap. I'm pretty sure this is like his fastest lap attempt right now as well, where he uses all of his remaining ERS. But this was a pretty good one, honestly. He gained almost 2 seconds on this lap alone. And coming over the line, I think this is going to be like a 1:34. Yeah, 34.7. And it is the fastest lap. And yeah, with that, he is only 6 seconds behind the leaders, really. 7 behind Jannemann, I guess. So Jimsky, current championship leader, controller driver right now. I think gonna be the last full season for now that he is driving, as he is gonna have to do military service in about 2 months. And this could be a good way to end his season here with a championship win. Not gonna be the win over in this race, I guess. He's probably just gonna sit behind Marcellian and wait for his chance later on. P6 would be huge for him because it pretty much forces Seagull to win the race. Everything else is not enough anymore if he is in P6. In P7, Seagull can get fastest lap and second and will still win. But here in P6, I think Seagull needs to win. So yeah, he's gotten past Marcellian now, but of course Seagull is approaching Switcheroo rapidly. On the other hand, Switcheroo is also dropping behind Emils, Hussein and Jannemann. So the Williams, inevitably at some point, gonna be overtaken by Seagull, I think, here in the next few laps. Wonder if Marcellian is gonna come back at Jimsky. Or rather, when. I think back straight is usually the best point to overtake here, I think. Start finish straight is rather short, honestly. Or it feels short, and well, I guess the braking zone being like uphill into the blind apex makes it very hard to anticipate how late and how in general like you have to brake to overtake into turn 1. So Marcellian is already in the slipstream, had used a little bit of ERS on the corner exit at least. DRS is open as well. Gone side by side, and that is an easy overtake here on Jimsky. And oh, Seagull. Oh, Seagull. He is zooming. It's gonna have ERS on Switcheroo, I think, in this lap already. Yeah, used a lot of ERS here to get that extra speed, and we saw the little line here. 0.9 behind on the detection point. And this is going to be an extra half second that he is going to gain per lap now. Seeing the top 3 in a sight here, we saw them on top of the hill there. And it's going to be sector 1 here behind Switcheroo most likely, but then on the back straight I am certain it's going to make light work of it. Oh, okay, Switcheroo just lets him through, honestly. Does not even want to get in the way. He knows he is outpaced. He knows they're driving a different race, different strategy. This is great for Seagull, of course. He just has gotten the benefits of the DRS without the drawback of actually having to make an overtake. And he is already a second clear of Switcheroo. That is crazy. So yeah, 3 seconds to the top as we see them ahead of us. And yeah, he really needs top 1 here. There's 9 more laps to go. So let's say gaining 0.5 every single lap, plus 1 lap per overtake, would pretty much perfectly get him into P1 in the very last lap. I wonder if Jannemann is gonna let that happen. But yeah, so far, Red Bull honestly looking pretty good for constructors as well. Fanta not having a great race today. Rimsky, of course, not expected to have the greatest race on controller. And he might even lose DRS to Marceljan, which is huge for both Marceljan and Seagull, of course. Makes it way harder for Jimsky to follow through here. And he is in that dreaded P7, so at this point, if Seagull were to overtake Emils, which is pretty much a given they are teammates, he is already almost within 3 seconds of Hussein. He could just take the P2 plus fastest lap and be champion. I think what Ferrari need is Fanta to come in like the penultimate lap or so, get new softs and get fastest lap, because yeah, this single point could tip the championship in favor of Seagull right now, because Seagull right now has fastest lap. Ooh, overtake for once, a change in the lead again. Hussein ahead of Jannemann, both of them in pretty similar ERS. Emils has dropped down behind a little bit. I think him and Seagull are gonna do the good old DRS switcheroo to gain time on the other two. And I wonder if Jannemann is gonna drive an attack on Hussein again immediately on the start-finish straight. Decent exit there. I think Hussein got it slightly better. Oh no, Jannemann is already gaining, I think, at this point. Okay, he just lifts off early. Seagull into P3, not much of a fight as expected. Now mind, this constellation of course is great for Seagull. If he can get past Jannemann, he yeah, pretty much, I wouldn't say has the win in the bag, but I think the winning condition for Jannemann here is to just try and stay ahead of Seagull at all costs. Ideally keep Hussein between the two as a little bit of a block, an emergency measure, I guess. Holding Seagull off for longer. As we see, Jannemann here, don't think he's going for the move. And lifts off early again. Goes a little bit deep into this one. It's going to gain Seagull a little bit of time. Of course, Jannemann there on every straight here is going to gain a 10th or 2 on Seagull because he has the DRS on Hussein. But overall, I think Hussein is got Seagull is net gaining on Hussein over a lap. So yeah, at some point I think Seagull is gonna be in that DRS range as well. And I would say it takes about 2 more laps here. Maybe only 1 if Seagull can get a really good one, and the top 2 kinda are in the way of each other. Still staying so close behind each other. Jimsky is back in Marceljan's DRS, which is crucial for him. P6 and Seagull in P2 plus Fanta getting fastest lap for Ferrari back would be a winning scenario for Jimsky, I think. So yeah, it's really narrow margins here. Seagull 1.5 seconds away now. He's gaining like half a second in that first sector. And then maybe another 0.2 or so in the third one. Jannemann and Hussein exchanging positions. We see it in Seagull's view. Why grid small? I don't know. Not many people here. It is what it is. It's honestly a good race so far regardless. Couple of position changes. It's a good track, I think, for racing. Ooh. Jimsky may have outbroke himself slightly. So yeah, to fill you in, Herbie, I think at this point right now, Seagull and Jimsky are tied in points Seagull would be net P2 right now with fastest lap, and that would gain him 11 points on Jimsky. And 11 points is the exact distance they have right now. So yeah, I assume Phantominum is gonna come into the pits in like lap 25 or so. Probably gonna charge up ERS already. Yeah, looks like it. And then try to steal that fastest lap point away so that Seagull has to win this race to be champions. Wanna know your MS picture? Nah, I'm patient. I'm waiting until tomorrow. Or is it you? If it's you, then you can say yes. Otherwise, I don't care too much. We're not leaking MS fixtures preemptively, are we? Right? That would be illegal. It is not me. SMH my head. It's Eric. It's gotta be Eric. Honestly, there's not much to choose from. We're well on the end of the ladder. Nah, I would never. Not Eric, they got the buy. Okay, cool. Yeah, and at this point, I barely know any of the teams. If it's the Mallards again, it's rigged. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps it's best I don't tell you. That probably. It's probably like, I don't know, it's something fucked up, right? It's Ascension Fez or something. We're like, yeah, fishing for the highest roll we could get, which is a team that got mega rolled in the round before. It's way lower than it should be. I see it coming. Seagull is now battling to be within that 1 second window. It's only 4 more laps, so like it's not forever for Seagull to do something here. DRS here would be huge. He's getting into the range right now. So he's really gonna engage in the top fight now. Marcellian ahead of Jimsky in the meantime as well. And there's Fanta in the pits. Soft tire for him. It's crunch time really. Can put a lot of pressure on Seagull if he just gets that fastest lap. Seagull here, now watching the battle for the top. From a fair distance still, he's not quite there where the other guys are. Not within that half a second gap, but that's gonna be soon the case. By the end of the start finish straight at latest, I guess. In the meantime, let's see what Jimsky's doing. He's currently still stuck behind Marcellian. It's unchanged, really. Having a tiny look there, but he's not coming, pulling through. Fabian getting a point, W, yeah. Fabian got 2 points in Challenger as well. And that was more than 10 finishes. I think it was 13 finishes. Might be 14. We had a good grid for challenges. There was 16 people. And honestly, oh yeah, Martin Racewin, man. You missed Martin Racewin. The first race win since 2021. It was huge. Lil Bro drove his heart out actually. It was such a good race. So, Seagull. Can he jump someone here? It's always hard to overtake if you're the third in the convoy here. Because the car ahead of you will have DRS as well. Also, I think Fanta's coming over the line right now. Ah. Okay, no, this was his outlet. Now we're cooking. We're cooking with fire here. Fanta is gonna go on his hot lap. I think we will stay aware that he is currently trying to set fastest lap, and well, I guess we will see whether he can do it or not. But we might swap back to him if there's no straight or any overtake opportunity coming out for the top 3. But yeah, Seagull here is 0.3 behind Hussein, but he gets a better exit there again. Could be his chance to make a move on Jannemann, but I think he's yet again not close enough. Seagull right now is just gonna destroy his tires a little bit more than he was in free air still, but he needs to keep the pressure up. Ideally, he needs to overtake Jannemann. Hussein is pretty redundant, whether he does so or not. I mean, as long as Jimsky is P7, Seagull can stay where he is right now. But of course, that P7 rises and falls with Marcellian. Was the rerun... oh no, yeah, that was the rerun. Martin got a win on the rerun. On the current one, yeah, I think he got P4, so was also decent. 2 wall-free races for him. Oh, this is looking good. Could potentially cook here. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, rather dangerous move to do here. Fanta gets the fastest lap, so it's do or die now for Jimsky. He needs to be P6 by the end of the race. And if he is P6 by the end of it, Seagull needs to be P1. So, Hussein, Jannemann battling here. Probably a little bit better for Seagull if Jannemann is behind Hussein. So he only has to overtake one car. It's 2 more laps after these last few turns. Taken a slow entrance to the last corner and not the best exit, honestly. I think Jannemann got it slightly better. Overtake activated. I think the straight is just too short. Oh, actually, is it too short? It's taken up the space on the inside of Jannemann. They're still side by side, banging wheels here. Going through the S's, and Jannemann has the advantageous inside line. Seagull burned a lot of ERS there. You can see neither of the cars in front are flashing their rear lights, so they are above 10% energy for sure. But this pressure here cost Jannemann some time to Hussein, and maybe it will have weakened the slipstream for the next straight. We will see here. Cherry pitting for softs as well, trying to snipe the fastest lap point away. At this point it's not really relevant, I guess. Ferrari are fighting for Red Bull, but they for the constructors, but they have to outscore them, and I don't think it's happening right now. Seagull here, yeah, all he has to do is get past Jannemann. Thinking about a lunge here. It's not daring to do it just yet. There is still another lap to come for him to get past Jannemann here, trying an alternative line. Oh, and here he sees the opportunity, slides through the inside. Still side by side at outside line here is not necessarily advantageous. But the pressure is on the AlphaTauri here. This is of course for the race win for Jannemann as well. He's not had too many yet. I think it was 2, maybe 3. Yeah, Kota, one of his best and favorite tracks. Certainly wants to come out on top as well. Jimsky is currently sitting in P6, so this is all lined up for Seagull having to get past Jannemann. Not got much ERS left, and Jannemann still not flashing. A real nail biter of a championship all the way to the end. Marcellian could spoil this, but he has not gotten past Jimsky into turn 1. Jimsky is gonna defend for his life on the back straight. Seagull here, overtake activated, just to stay in range of Jannemann, but I think... this is a good exit, I think. He's gaining on Jannemann, but I don't think he's gaining enough here. Using his last bit of ERS, he has to hope that Marcellian makes it through Jimsky now. Otherwise, Jimsky is going to be crowned FS champion for the 2nd time in his career. This could be, I think, Seagull's 4th. He has won unreasonably many. It's crazy, actually. So it is all in for the AlphaTauris here. Jannemann has to stay ahead of Seagull, and Marcellian has to stay behind Jimsky. They're side by side here. Jimsky on the inside. We see Marcellian's tire on the right. Jimsky has the inside line here. He's gonna claim the inside line for this right-hander. And Seagull is only in P2. Jannemann comes home in 1st. Hussein demoted because of the time penalty. And I think, oh, there is the time penalty for Marcelian as well. And at this point, it is irrelevant whether Jimsky stays ahead on track or not. He is going to be Formula Sundays champion. He is going to come home in P6. And if I am not mistaken, this should net him 8 points to Seagull's 18. And the 11-point advantage that he carried into this race is going to come out to a singular point by which he claims the championship once more. He has done it before by a singular point, if I'm not mistaken, against Seagull on this very track, and he's done it again. Yeah, crazy finish to this one. It really just positional changes until the very end of the race. Marcelian there in the end almost preventing the miracle. Jannemann certainly did his best to prevent the miracle with his race win here, and Jimsky gets his second title, unless there's some reports I am missing. But yeah, Fanta as well doing his part, sniping that fastest lap away from Seagull. We're gonna see in the end by what margin Fanta actually got it. And in the end, Fabian here, last person still running. Not the one to do donuts, honestly, but at least he's gotten a point out of this. And yeah, it's gonna come home in 10th. Driver of the day, Seagull. It's not gonna net him the championship. But still. Valiant effort to come back from P11. I guess he kinda, like, wouldn't say did it to himself, but he posed the challenge on himself by starting far down the order and almost making it all the way through. And in the end, I mean, I guess it is how predicted, right? Jannemann and Hussein are gonna make out P1 and 2 between themselves. Hussein there coming through with the time penalty, of course. And then Seagull recovering to finish third on track and second in the end. Yeah, I mean, clutch overtake by Jimsky, clutch drive on the controller that he isn't used to. Jerry saying P8 is his best finish this season, yippee. I agree, yippee indeed. And, yeah, banging race, what can I say? Except, yeah, thank you for being here. For being here for the entire lifespan of the F1 23 game as well. And there we have it. Yeah, Fanta just taken away fast lap by a second against Seagull, and by 4/10 at least against Cherry. So yeah. What a race here. Switcheroo coming home in P5. Emil's there solidifying the Red Bull Constructors Championship. So at least Seagull and Emil's will receive one championship, even though Jimsky takes the drivers. So, yeah, I don't know. Thank you all for being here for the night. It was a lot of Formula Sundays content. And yeah, for now, I say, well, enjoy your week. I'm not entirely sure if there is going to be a streamed event next Sunday already. We're going to meet up tomorrow and announce tomorrow everything further regarding the future of Formula Sundays, because we have not exactly decided what to do yet. Reports are that the game is horrible and nobody is buying it from our league, so it would make sense to stay on F1 23, and presumably it makes sense what kind of competition we're running. They're going to be new. I mean, regardless. Thank you all for being here. It's crazy, like, at the end of the lifespan of the game to still have 2 tiers, even though Elite today was not well visited. But Challenger had still gotten like 16 drivers, so great to have that. Glad you all are around. Glad the team is still around. Appreciate every single member. And yeah, from myself, yeah, that's it for tonight. Good night, and enjoy yourself. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions.